Hello there, it's Jamie again. And now, you know what I love more than anything ever, and what I love to do in my free time, is to read gossip magazines. All that juicy news about who's going out with who, and who put on 10 pounds, and whose dress fell apart at the Academy Awards. Oh, I love it, I love it. And I think, actually, confess it, all of us love a little bit of gossip. But there's a line to be drawn. And I tell you what really gets my goat, what I really will not tolerate, is when people start bad-mouthing and gossiping and talking and making comments and judging other Dharma centers and lamas, okay? That is not cool, people. It's not cool. And it certainly won't do anything for your spiritual journey either. So I think you better buck up and stop talking badly about other lamas. If not, our whole team, all of us, and there's a lot of people behind this camera, will come and sew up your mouth. Now, in the next clip, His Eminence Tamatoka Rinpoche explains in slightly less violent terms why we shouldn't talk so badly about lamas and how dangerous it can be for our spiritual practice. So, stay tuned, watch it. And there's a whole lot more information here about how you can keep your mouth clean and fresh and minty, bing, and not talk badly about other lamas. Stay tuned.
And there are sometimes I've seen in the West, I've seen in the East centers who criticize other centers, criticize their ceremonies or their rituals or their tradition. And they even dare criticize their lama. When they criticize their lama, they're criticizing the people that recognize their lama. They criticize. Some people were recognized by His Holiness. When you criticize them, you criticize the Dalai Lama. So then you say, well, they're against the Dalai Lama for whatever reasons. How can Dalai Lama recognize someone that would be against him? That means he's stupid. He's not stupid. Illogical. Then can the abbots of the monasteries be wrong? Can the oracles all be wrong? Can those people who have been practicing recognize these people always be wrong? If they're always wrong, then everything is wrong. The Dharma is wrong. Everything is wrong. There's no end to what's wrong. Te meba. Cancer Rinpoche used to say, te meba. We cannot. If other students from other centers have some problem in their center, we should encourage them back gently to make peace and harmony back to their center. We should advise them and help them. And they can use our center as something like a spiritual hospital to heal. And request them and go back to their center. Not happily say, welcome. You come to the right place because you've been in the wrong place. Because that's basically what you're telling them when you welcome them. And if they have something going on in their center that's really irreparable, that's not helping their spiritual progress, then you let them rest in your center and observe and see and watch and teach in such a way that never hurts them and their spiritual practice and their background and their lama and their lineage. Never hurt them. Never bring people to your center by hurting their past. Never. We can't do that. If you make them mistrust their lineage, they will never gain attainments from the new lineage you give them. Never. Never. The karma that comes from disparaging one's lama and one's teacher cannot be replaced by another. Do not think that just because their lama is an ordinary monk or ordinary nun, and then later you meet them, you introduce them to a top-notch high incarnation, that this high incarnation can erase their negative thoughts about what happened before. He cannot. If high incarnations and high-ranking lamas can erase all this, they can erase our negative karma, they can make us a Buddha overnight. Obviously, they cannot. They cannot. Trashy and Rinpoche cannot erase my negative karma. So why would introducing them to a high-ranking lama or a famous lama or a popular lama compared to their unknown lama be better? How can? So to put their lineage down and to put what they're doing down, it reflects the person speaking, and sometimes, without wanting to, it reflects their lama. And do we want to reflect our lama that way? We run around putting other people down, their lineage, their practice, and what they're doing? Do we want to reflect our lama that way? Definitely not. Fanatical Buddhism is very bad. When you put everybody down, and at the expense of another center, you increase your center. Get your own members. You stand on the street and talk to everybody and pass out you want to be saved flyers. You get your own members. Why do you not want to put effort into nurturing new students? Why is it another center nurtures them and takes care of them and teaches them this, and you just snatch them away by saying something evil about whatever? And if these people can be snatched away so easy, anyway, happy writing, happy goodbye, why? Why don't you want to get your own students and nurture them up and take care of them yourself? There's no shortcut, because once you ruin their spiritual practice, that's it. That's happened before. It's happened a few times before. Where I've had students who come and see me, received a lot of Dharma, then another lama's in town, they go there. The lama is fabulous. The lama doesn't say anything. Once the lama's gone, they hook them in. The center people talk and say negative things and say blah, blah, rimachis like that, like this, like that, like that, like that. Scare them, even to the point where they dare not come and see me. If you see him, it's bad karma, And then they stick them there. Even the way I've taught them to do mandala offerings, they will reteach them another way. The way you learn is wrong. I've heard that. They come back and told me. And I'm like, huh? If I want to be nasty, children, if I want to tell you the real inside story, I can tell you. I'm a Tibetan. I know what's going on. I know about all the controversial issues. I know about all the controversies and what's going on. I can talk to you until the chickens come home. And I can talk to you in such a way you will never fall asleep because you all love politics. You all love scandals. In Italian, scandaloo. You all love it. You want to hear it. Like, let's forget the Dharma. Tell us some Dharma trash. And I purposely don't talk about it. I purposely don't go there. Do you know why? I'm not afraid. And I ain't doing anything wrong. But I don't choose to go that direction because I'm here to give you Dharma. You like my Dharma? Stick around. You want politics? I don't have it here.
So now you've heard it, and we expect you to do better than what we've all been used to doing, which is gossiping. Keep your mouth shut and learn to look on the bright side of things, look at the positive things that lamas do, and stop being a gossip, all right? Because we are taking our threat seriously, and we will sew up your mouths. Now, if you do want to hear more about what it means to follow a teacher or what this whole lama thing is in the first place, we really recommend that you read this book here. Ding, 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 ding. Or you can check out any of the amazing links that will be popping up on your screen soon. Okay? Now, instead of bitching and being horrible for this week, I suggest that you do something real positive and nice and splendid and subscribe here instead. Lots more benefit and lots more amazing stuff than just yabbering away. Right? Something I really, really, really don't like is it is not cool, is bitching and talking and judging and making all kinds of nasty comments about what? You can see yourself, right? Stupid cow!